Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, whenever time you are watching this, you are at the right place at the right time. Because this is my WWE Night of Champions pay-per-view picks for this Sunday night, live from the TD Garden in Boston, baby. Home of the New England Patriots, the Boston Red Sox, and some guy named John Cena who I never heard of before in my life. Alright, we got 8 matches, 7 on the card, 1 on the YouTube for pre-show, so let's get it cracking. Start with the YouTube pre-show. A battle royal to see who takes on the United States Champion. The winner, of course, gets a shot at the United States title later in the evening. Now, the problem with this is we don't know who's in the match till, of course, it happens on the YouTube. You know, whenever, however you're going to watch it. YouTube, WWE.com, whatever. So it's kind of hard to predict who he's going to face. Some people hope it's not Santino. I'm hoping it's not Santino. Some people believe it could be Jack Swagger. He comes back as a face and, wins the belt. I don't know. But if Swagger's not there, I'm going to say Zack Ryder just because it's, I don't know, somebody different. As far as for when we get to the U.S. title match, whoever wins the Battle Royal, I don't think they're going to win the belt. I think Antonio Cesaro, whatever his freaking name is, because I'm not butchering his name, he'll keep the U.S. belt. Alright, next match. And spoiler warning, if you don't want to hear it, put earmuffs on now. If you don't care, continue listening. Fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental title. Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes versus Sin Botch. And I know what his name is, but his name is Sin Botch to the day I die. On to the day he stops botching, whichever one comes first. And The Miz, I'm going to take The Miz. He's my guy. I don't see a lot of title changes happening this Sunday. Miz keeps the belt, even though he is at a disadvantage because the champion does not have to be pinned or tap out to lose the belt. Keep that in mind when you're making your pick. Next, the Tag Team Championship of the World. It is the booming Truth, Kofi, Kingston, and R-Truth taking on Kane and Daniel Bryan. Originally, this was going to be Kofi and R-Truth taking on the Primetime Players, but PTP are roaring back prices at Walmart right now. So Kane and DB get to go in. I'm taking Kane and Daniel Bryan on this one, I love the storyline they're doing. I wasn't too big of the hugging, but, I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's two guys who have proven them mentally insane and psychotic like the rest of the world. And I'm enjoying it. I like Kane. I always liked Kane. I remember when he was a dentist. So that says you how old I am. And I know a lot of people may be upset that Kane is not, going for the WWE World title, but Kane has won them all already. He's won everything except a King of the Ring in the Royal Rumble. I mean, come on, he's won Money in the Bank. He's been World Champion, WWE. And you know what? To a certain extent, this will help Daniel Bryan in a way, too. Yes, I know Daniel Bryan, independent and all that, but if they win the belt, Daniel Bryan gets an opportunity to learn from a legend, Kane. I mean, I think Kane's a Hall of Famer in my book. Kane is, knows how to fly off the top rope when he needs to. And Kane does have a lot of respect in the back. So I think if I'm Daniel Bryan, I would enjoy this. Okay? Enjoy this if you win the belts, because you get to pick a brain of a legend. Okay? At least that's my opinion. Next match, Randy Orton versus Dolph Ziggler. I'm taking Ziggler. I think he's going to get a clean victory over Randy Orton, and he will be. And we'll see him later in the night, too, I think, Ziggler. But I'll get to that later. I know a lot of the Randy Orton fans are going to be crying, going, "Oh, Doug, why won't you pick Randy Orton?" Because I don't want to. I'm going to pick Ziggler because Ziggler is the future of this business, like it or not. Because if you don't like it, I don't care. Because Ziggler is the best thing going today. Woo! Now, next, we got Layla defending her Divas Championship against, I don't really give a shit about this match, let's be honest. All I care about the Diva matches, and same with the knockout matches, or any female wrestling matches. It just gives me a chance to look at some TNA. That's it. Okay? I didn't enjoy, you know, I'm sorry, if I want to see good female wrestling, I'll go look up the Fabulous Moolah matches, okay? I just want to see some TNA right now. I'm taking Layla to keep the belt. I don't think she's going to lose it to somebody who wasn't even supposed to be in the match to begin with. You know? If you don't know what I mean, look at the Battle Royal from the number 1 contendership Battle Royal and see what I mean. There was a botch at the end. Eve botched. Duh. Alright, next. Before we get to what's probably going to be the last match of the card, which shouldn't surprise anyone on God's green earth, let's talk about Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio in a submission match for the World Heavyweight Championship. It may as well be a submission match, even if it's not, because Sheamus can't freaking do the kick. And it's pretty much Armbreaker versus the Texas Cloverleaf, or as I'm calling it, the Lucky Charms Leaf. Okay? The Lucky Charms Cloverleaf. It's part of the delicious breakfast. Sheamus. Yeah, I know, but I'm botching. I don't care. I think Sheamus keeps the belt, at least on that part of the match. Because right after the match, Ziggler, I believe, will cash in Money in the Bank and become your new World Heavyweight Champion of the world. That is right. I am predicting right here on YouTube and around the world, Ziggler will become World Champion this Sunday night. Can you dig that? I hope you can. Because if you can't, well, nah, I don't give a fuck. Last match, CM Punk versus John Cena. You know, how many times have we seen these guys fight in the last year or so? Way too many to count. Now, I know it's in Cena's hometown and yada yada yada. I know Cena people want him to win. So even if I even don't pick him, I'm probably going to get hated by you Cena fans anyway because I don't like the guy. Okay? And it ain't because I don't think he can wrestle. It's because of the fact I've never liked him. Okay? The only time I even gave a small credit of what he did was when he was doing the evil rap gimmick, you know, trying to be Vanilla Ice. Other than that, I don't care. As far as for CM Punk, you got Paul Heyman in his corner. Lesnar, you know, could be there. He is a Paul Heyman guy too. And maybe a mystery guy. Maybe Matt Morgan might show up out of the blue. Who knows? I think CM Punk's going to win this match. I think he keeps the title. I do see CM Punk losing it. But I think the way it's setting up, I think WWE may want Punk to pass Cena, you know, for longest reign. Which Punk would only have to, I believe, get to Survivor Series to have it for a year. I mean, it would be nice to see a champion have the belt for a year, and I nominate Punk. I'm okay with it. So I do hope Punk wins the match. You know, I do like him. And, you know, it is nice to, you know, see some heels with championships. You know, technically to me, CM Punk's an anti-hero. You know, kind of like Kratos or Scorpion or Cole, depending if you ever played Infamous, where Punk may do heel things, but he's still a hero to a lot of people's eyes. Okay? I know some people may not get that comparison. I don't care. So just as a recap, I got the U.S. Champion keeping the belt after whoever wins the fucking Battle Royal. Miz keeping the Intercontinental title. Kane and DB becoming the new Tag Team Champions of the world. Layla keeping her belt. Sheamus beating Del Rio, but then loses it to Dolph Ziggler, who cashes in Money in the Bank. And then CM Punk should hopefully beat John Cena. Now at the Night of Champions, we'll be going down to Georgia, baby, to see the devil. Because we'll be getting ready for Hell in a Cell. Which, if as you saw in the opening video, CM Punk is on the cover. Very interesting to me. How in the Cell's coming up now? Because I'm just going to throw this out there and get your opinion on it. As far as I know, CM Punk nor Cena have been successful in a Hell in a Cell match. If I'm wrong, tell me. So, if Cena were to win Sunday, which I hope not, but it could happen, it could set up a rematch between the two at Hell in a Cell in a Hell in a Cell match. Particularly if Paul Heyman or anybody else from Heyman's camp does interference. That's my predictions for Night of Champions. So I see you next week for NFL Week 3 picks, baby. Oh, that's right, NFL Week 3. And WWE Night of Champions. WWE Hell in a Cell this is your boy, the DOUG, signing out. Woo!